Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's the Summit 3 America qualifier. We are in the last series in what could be the last match of this America qualifier. We are in the lower bracket final. We already saw yesterday Evil Geniuses claimed the first spot in America to be at the Summit House for the LAN final. We need to fill in that second spot, and it comes down now to Complexity versus Not Today. We just witnessed in the last game, Not Today, best Complexity pretty much from top to bottom. I mean, Complexity did try to pull out some funky lineups here. They had a lone druid to work with, but pretty much right from the get-go, Not Today had a good early first blood in the mid. Smash dominated, took control of that, and they just continued to find ganks all over the place in what was a very action-packed game. I'm going to be KotLGuy for Beyond the Summit, bringing you the English coverage, and I'm going to be joined remotely from my good buddy RyuUboruZ. Ryu, game one, pretty significant there for Not Today. Do you anticipate Complexity try to shake this one off and even the series up, or do you think Not Today just looked that good and they might be able to take this series 2-0?
Because we didn't see the lone druid have any effect. It was just like, you know, food for the enemy team, and he just got fed on completely. They had no way to really even save him. I mean, the Night Stalker pick was perfect last game. They just ran at him, and then eventually they just killed everybody. So it was really well played from them. And I'm not going to say they're going to win. Complexity have ways to definitely bounce back, but if I was a betting man, I would definitely bet on Not Today before the picks, and I'll reserve my my thoughts for after the picks too.
Fair enough. It looks like Not Today are going to put more priority again into picking up a Zeus early in this draft. They open with the Lion Zeus combo, and Complexity look to do a bit of a potential repre here of a Z-Freak Axe. I say that, but there was a time not that long ago that they went with the Ziz Core Axe and tried to build around that. But overall, they just seem to have a bit more into making sure they could secure this kind of enforcer pickup who can initiate and just be the tank overall. Now it's going to be Complexity, though, who pick up the Lina here. Not quite determined if it's going to be the mid lane Swindle Melons Lina or not, but just another one of those flexible picks that you can get at this point. Offers a lot to the game overall, and you can always change things up if necessary.
Yep. And, well, what are they really going to be looking for? I mean, the world is their oyster. There's so many possibilities still. We're going to see another, game where, as a Zeus, going to be using that ulti, as well as the Lion using his ulti. That's going to be a massive amounts of burst damage as we saw last game. And, I really do love the Zeus pickup. It's especially great for blink dagger heroes like the Axe. It kind of shuts it down if you're able to initiate team fights, which he did. He just basically, every time Slark initiated on somebody last game, he immediately ultied. He wasn't trying to KS. He wasn't trying to do anything fancy. All he did was trying to get vision of where the enemy is and take down that hero as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's a great point. And you know what? It's not just even the lead in with the ult. You imagine that once that ult strikes, your Axe is like, okay, well, I'm not blinking in. I'm going to have to either wait it out or just run in the old-fashioned way. But even at that point, I assure you, Zeus is probably dishing out everything else he's got. Lightning Bolt, Arc Lightning, and that all comes with the static field, which is just a huge range. 1,200 range. No one in that area is going to be blinking anywhere, whether it's in the fight or out of the fight. And that just begins to chip away on more of these big, beefier heroes like Axe. And maybe Zeus is just one of the answers to the Axe trend that we always seem to see here. But now if you're on the side of Complexity, Ryu, you already see all this magic burst. Do you try to find a way to, debunk that a bit? Is it worth to get something like a Rubik who does offer, there's a wealth of spells here to steal. You get the null field to work with. I mean, is there really a solid choice if you want to be dealing with so much magical burst from the side of Not Today?
For a core or for maybe a support, which one would, are you talking? I would like the null field. It's great for countering acting, but I would like to see maybe BKBs. We still haven't seen any pipes from any teams, right? Nobody really builds pipe anymore.
Who builds a pipe?
Yeah,
so much.
Nobody likes smoking with you anymore, man.
Yeah, it's just not. Pipe is too much work. You have to go to the side shop at one point to get some sort of dumb ring, and then come back. And I don't know. They continue to buff the item little by little, and people are still like, nah, pipe is weird. Nah. But yeah, I think there was
It's
plenty of
just not
games where
enough.
we should have seen a pipe. But okay, so if you're not going to get a pipe hero, you know BKB and they go into their core pickups, they probably want someone who a BKB just seems to be a natural item
Wisp
progression.
and Tiny are still in this too. I'm surprised that hasn't. Normally, Wisp is a very high priority target. That's a pretty good counter to the burst damage, right? You tether somebody, you earn yourself, you bottle, you mech. That person's instantly full life, and you have relocates out just to save people if they're tanky. So I'm really surprised that that hero didn't get touched last game. It's probably not going to get touched this game. It's just showing you. Neither team really working within it, as well as the chin ban out. That's another way to deal with just getting some massive heals. And well, this hero is going to be showing its face Batrider. No IX Mike, so there's not going to be that much feed this game.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Mike out there watching. How's it going, buddy? that was not me. That was Ryu. But yeah, Batrider, kind of surprised to see him make it through the draft already to this point. But not today. Do get one of the best offlaners in the game who just adds even more on top of the map control that someone that Zeus can bring. I mean, he goes off on a bit of an expedition. Zeus lays down the ultimate. It makes for an easy target there for your Batrider to pull back and bring into all that huge burst potential they already got. So I'm not really surprised to see Not Today pass up on that. But to go back a topic, and we were saying with the Wisp, I just feel like of all the regions, like America region, they don't care for Wisp or don't acknowledge the Wisp more often than not. I don't know if it's something like they don't have a Wisp specialist. I know it takes a special kind of a player and a special kind of synergy to make a Wisp +1 work out, but unless it's like Crit when he stepped in and helped out E-Hug, they got Wisp any chance they could, it felt like there. But outside of that, it's, I don't know, man. They're just like, we don't need Wisp. We're okay without it.
Yeah, it really is weird. And you notice EG doesn't even play it now. They don't need to play it, right? I mean, EG is so good. I don't think PPD plays it at all. So does AUI play? I don't even think their supports play Wisp.
They're like jungling supports. They'll get the Shen and the Enigma. Wisp, nah, no thanks. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, it saves a ban for any team to go against a team like EG, I suppose, but that means you just got to make sure you ban out someone like a troll, a sniper. You got to ban out the Chen against them regardless, and like Shadow Fiend and stuff. There's just too many big heroes, and I'm sure a team like EG has shown how flexible they are. But for these two squads, where they're a team and there may be a roster that there's not a lot of information out there on them. I mean, anyone could check any sort of tape on a team like EG and find out what's been trending for them. But for these teams, it's not as easy to access that kind of information, and they could look to use that to their advantage here. Not today, though. Could be seeing the Smash Templar Assassin here. So a bit of hefty burst, good potential minus armor, is a great Roche kind of a hero, but it is Radiant side. Is there any sort of significance on why this Templar Assassin needs to come out here and now against the lineup that Complexity already have?
I think they're really just trying to save their carry. I mean, if they had maybe 6 picks or something where you can hide your last pick, something crazy like that, yeah, they would try to do it. But keeping the cores always for last is great. You always want to counteract the mid. You always want to counteract in the last time. You could always pick up a Brood Mother at the end. You can always pick up, not in this game, I wouldn't think it'd be that great against those heroes, but you could pick up, a Medusa or something really that catches the team off guard. TA does catch them off guard a little bit. That's why you see them kind of counteract the refraction charges with the liquid fire, the dual breath, even the ticks from the macro pyre help too. So, I mean, showing it early, yeah, it just it did hurt Not Today by them picking up a Jakiro, but at the same time, they're going to be saving it for their last pick here.
Yeah, this is probably one of those rare situations that Jakiro would work, because really we don't see this hero anymore.
It's great against Batrider too.
Oh, you're right. It is good. So it just seems like maybe when the stars align, this is that kind of Jakiro game, because otherwise we just don't see it anymore. Not since its heyday when we saw like even the offlane Jakiro in the hands of someone like Universe, or a lot of teams put a lot into it, and you even see the classic quote forehead strat of a Jakiro and an Ogre even being side by side, because there was a lot of value getting supports who were very tanky and could be like a bodyguard and contest the runes. But I could definitely see where it's justified here. And hey, look at that.
There it is.
There's the Medusa. Woo! Ryu the Prophet, if you will.
No, I'm just kidding.
Surprise Medusa pick here at the end. Complexity don't really have a good answer for it, but they still have one more pick to work with here. Oh, man.
Anti-mage, it feels like it has to be. They abandoned up the anti-mage
they banned it themselves.
Oh, that just sucks. That just, it would have been funny if Complexity was going to pick Medusa too, and they just took that from them. That would be even more hilarious. I wish there was you know, an interview after the game, like, yeah, we were going to pick Medusa, and well, we just got screwed over. So another thing to note for the Jakiro back then too was like, you know, the Naga Sirens. Naga Sirens sleep into like vacuums from the Darkseer into the Ice Path. Oh man, those definitely were the days.
You're right. I think this is going to be a PL though, man. You need a diffusal holder. I think as Ziz plays it, this has got to be a Phantom Lancer.
This has to be a PL game. If they don't pick PL, you just leave the game, right?
Really?
Is it?
I think that's how it works. You don't pick a PL, you're done, and not today. Move to the land. I think that's how it works. But there it is, PL.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty cut and dry right there. I mean, they had already I'm surprised they put more into banning out the Spectre on the side of not today than the PL first and foremost, because Ziz is definitely qualified to play the hero. He's ran it a couple of times, and now he's pretty much the best diffusal holder you can ask for. And on a hero that's as precious as a Medusa, who values her mana, it's not going to be easy against someone like a PL here. So we'll see if not today kind of just overlook that pickup altogether. Maybe they're prepped and prepared for it. We'll have to see. But Ryu, there's your lineup, and you question like how you're going to feel after seeing the lineup here. Do you think the PL last pickup is enough to get Complexity to try to even this series up, or do you think not today have already just established a nice 5-man squad here to kind of take it back?
10 seconds
I think it's going to be not today winning this game, just because I think they're going to give Smash the space again. And Batrider with the Blink Dagger, his potential for pickoffs is going to be more, in my opinion, than this Axe. I'm just having a feeling this game, and especially just because we're going to be seeing the Zeus again. So,
prepare for battle.
Well, I'm not going to say Complexity are going to lose this game, but I hope they can bring it to it, because I do want to see a game 3, and good luck to them this game.
Yeah, we all want to see the down to the wire kind of Dota, as we witnessed yesterday in a wonderful series against Not Today and EG. And like game 2, huge RP from Smash. I mean, I pretty much had to change my pants after that one. And then in game 3, Sumail with the crazy Age of Steel to bring EG right back into it. But here we are now, lower bracket. Loser of this series, their Summit journey ends. The winner gets the last spot for the America side at the LAN itself. So here we go. Not Today taking on Complexity. I will have the honor of introducing your Radiant side Not Today squad. The Peruvian boys, they are back with the new roster, and man, they look damn good. Smash. Also, everyone's Pastor. He's going to be playing your Templar Assassin. This is a very fickle situation, by the way. I'm making sure I keep eyes as Complexity do a pretty aggressive movement through the jungle here. Close but not far, we got Mystico. I have been corrected on its pronunciation. I do appreciate that. They emphasized cow at the end always threw me off, but I assure you it's Mystico. He's been kind of their captain and drafter, and he's going to be playing your support Lion. Nearby, we got Ifrit, one of their newest additions to the roster. He's going to be playing your Medusa. Right behind Stinger, he's going to be playing your Zeus. And last but not least, up and above, duking it out with Ziz early on and eating a lot of damage there, it's going to be Van, who's playing your off-lane Batrider. Ryu, if you would do me the honors. Or
could be in trouble here.
6 stacks, 7 stacks. Yeah. Oh, my.
Too bad, yeah, support's coming over. So we have Squee coming in with the Skywrath Mage supporting out Ziz, playing the Phantom Lancer in this top lane. We got Swindlemelon doing Lina 1v1 mid against Smash. And then in the bottom lane, we got dual lane for Zizor playing the Jakiro and Z-Freak on his Axe round 2 fight.
Yeah, he's definitely had a lot of experience. Z-Freak for a while was a support player for Complexity, usually repping a lot of Skywrath Mage, but they've changed up the roles a little bit here. And I gotta say, Z-Freak has been really holding his own in this kind of new position and definitely proving his worth. But now he's gonna definitely be tested here. He has a little bit of backup with the Jakiro nearby, but this 3-man squad here and the burst potential from both the Zeus and the Lion could be something to watch out for, as Ifrit continues to bring in the early CS game. But here we go mid. Already early aggression from Swindle on the Smash. He wants revenge from last game. Oh! Goes in Viz. He's got 9 life. Oh, the LSA does connect there at the end. Swindle waits out for that one, and he gets it. It's now Swindle who's going to be striking first here for Complexity in game 2.
Yeah, Lina's just such a dominating hero in the laning phase. Even, you know, the range factor and mid lane Smash. I mean, he has his bottle though, right? So that's something, right? He has that to work with, but Swindle, on the meanwhile, he's got that. And leveling up Meld Strike too. That's going to be hurting Smash as well. You want to have that Psyblade at the level 2 mark and not getting that Meld. So he doesn't have that to work with. Mystico, just they're flirting down here. Z-Freak gonna get all his mana gone. Poor guy.
He's getting some good chops though. If he gets a spin here, come on, come on. Oh, not there for
if he
Z-Freak.
aggroes.
Very happy Mystical here is going to be like, oh God, get the hell away from me as he runs around the corner, still trying to get away from Z-Freak. Thankfully, Mystical did the right notion here. He actually pops a salve. They're going to look to turn back. Gets a nice stun here onto Z-Freak, and he's going to take even more of that precious mana away. Had Z-Freak had the mana initially, he could have got off an early level 1 Battle Hunger, and that could have proved to be trouble for the Lion. But oh, suddenly not today are not present. Ziz even has the same reaction as you. So, all right then. Okay, well, apparently their setup, wherever they are, has just went down the tube. So we'll have to wait for them here. I'm going to do what I do recently. I'm going to switch over the overlay just in case. Everyone wants to make sure that things are covered up. Yeah. Oh, Z-Freak is like, I was wondering how I was allowed to get this close to him. If you guys don't see, which you don't because I have the bracket up, Z-Freak is like right in the face of Ifrit and the Medusa, and I guess he was surprised that Ifrit wasn't really moving. But it does look like Not Today have DC'd the whole squad. So just like any other situation, they have a certain time window here to get everyone
play
back.
0v5.
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be on the admin, which we do have Rob in the house to kind of analyze the situation, which I'm sure he's already like, okay, what the hell's happening here? As he'll probably go into the Skype world here and try to find out exactly what the next step is. But for a whole team to disconnect like this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
This gives new meaning to DDoS, but
we don't know if it's that for sure. Maybe there's a.
It's not the.
Maybe
it's not the. Yeah, it's probably the internet. Yeah, internet cafe gone down or wherever they're at. But
real unfortunate here, but we'll wait it out a little bit here. We don't want to have any sort of unfortunate situation where anyone gets any sort of easy win or whatever. And thankfully, Valve implementing the immediate pause the second they do DC. And we'll leave things a little bit awkward, but we'll just have to continue to wait things out a bit until they do get back in. And I don't know. Hopefully, someone on their team has something on their phone where we can communicate with them and find out exactly what the situation here is. In fact, I'm going to take the moment to hit him up.
You know what's really bad about this, though? Because, Van, he's in the jungle, right? So I don't know if he had any stacks. And if he had, like, 5 stacks on these creeps, because he is low mana, that could be very crucial. I mean, that DC basically making sure you have 0 stacks now, that would just hurt them. And I think it's very unfortunate. But this is very weird. I've never seen this before, so I'm kind of speechless, trying to rack my brain. Like, what are we gonna do?
Real unfortunate, but we'll have to wait it out. And it's not gonna be easy to hype anything up because Swindle says don't unpause when they get back because he's gonna take this opportunity to use the bathroom or something instead. But we'll do our best. We'll wait things out.
Talking to himself too. That's the funny part.
I mean, he's letting us know, so if they do come back, we don't just get the game underway. And we'll make sure both teams are ready to go. And hey, look at this, Mystico. He's the first one to show up. So we have progress, people. So we got one back. So that means they have.
All right, 1v5.
1v5 at least. Okay. Okay, here we go. 2 more show up. All right. They're slowly coming back here.
It would be funny if they did unpause, right? Because he did go AFK for a second. Oh man, if they unpause, all right.
I'm gonna let him know.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Still CoL ready. I want to make sure they know. Okay, so everyone, we're back. We're back. All 5 players have reconnected into the game, and as soon as Complexity is also back and ready, we'll be able to get this game underway. So thankfully, we don't have to be dealing with any sort of awkward 5 versus whatever situation, but. I would show the game and we could analyze it a bit further, but gotta be better safe than sorry here as far as making sure we have the overlay changed over. But with that first blood, it is a bit of a nice boost here for Swindle in the mid lane. As Alina going against the TA, is that pretty much all the momentum you need and Smash needs to consider getting some additional help here in the mid lane, or is he still going to be able to hold his own as a TA?
Well, now with the haste rune picked up on Swindlemelon, that's a pretty big deal, and him being a full level ahead of Smash, this is not looking good. This is where you could see a TA not balling out of control getting balled out on, and that hurts, right? Because your TA wants to go out of control. She needs to have that fast start. She has to get all these kills in the early game, but I mean, you can. I'll say the CS right now. It's like 3-1 for TA and 7 for 2 for Lena. And yes, the tower. They might be. The creeps are at the tower, but still, Smash is probably not going to get too much here because Swindle's going to be playing really aggressive. So it's going to get even hurt even further here.
Yeah, the other only kind of awkward situation here is that Z-Freak was able to kind of get in the face of Medusa here at the bottom lane. And they're pretty much face-to-face. She's down to only 269 life. While
Yeah,
Z-Freak
they didn't get any
full.
spins.
But he's like, I'm letting him know, I got spins. And, you know, Mystico's like, oh, that's unfortunate, but he has a little bit of humor in the situation. And it looks like we're ready from the side of Not Today. I'll switch the overlay back over, and we'll get underway. Sorry about that, folks. Seems like Not Today had a bit of an internet hiccup. We'll catch pace on the bottom. Z-Freak continues to press forward, and it's enough to kind of muscle back Ifrit in the lane. But nothing else has really broke out. Only thing that's pretty much happened as far as where we left off is Swindle getting that nice first blood on the Smash. He's bottled up. He's holding a haste rune now to work with. And Zizou's just kind of flying about here on his Jakiro. But here we go, man. Back underway, top lane, no contention from the offlaner. Batrider is stepped off, and he's already looking to farm up a Blink Dagger in the woods.
Yeah, Jakiro's just going to get poked right here. They don't really have enough to kill him. It's a really tanky hero, but, you know, all these heroes are almost like level 1, right? It's like a poor man's battle. Oh, here comes the Hasted, Swindle, Melando. These two supports.
It's not poor anymore. Here comes Swindle. Get over here, you. Gets off a nice nuke. He's waiting out, doesn't want to do the stun, and he just simply right-clicks him down and chases him down. The supports almost baited in, if you will, from your Jakiro. And like you said, he's a tanky hero. He's not going to be easy to get a hold of, and it's just enough time, and the convenient S4 rune on Swindle makes it all the easier.
Z-Freak's playing really aggressive down here. They only have level 2 on Mystico, though, so they're going to use it, though. There's a stun. They have a Mystic Snake.
They're moving in. He's very low. Mystico needs 4 more seconds for a stun. Smash is not rotating over. He'll just eat one little pot shot here and be on his merry way. But it does bully the Axe out of lane. This freaking Jakiro still kind of in the wrong neighborhood. They get a stun there, and he's just going to get as many shots in as he can. Forces the Jakiro maybe back. And Mystico, okay, he's not letting up. He thinks that maybe if he get one more Earth Spike in, he could finish him off. But the Jakiro does get away. And meanwhile, on the other side, Smash, he gets caught with an LSA. Fraction's there. Now it's going to be off. Immediate Arcane Bolt. They're not going to have enough to take him down, but man, they could do a lot of damage and work. Okay, Arcane Bolt even. Smash is going to be forced to bottle up, but he'll be fine. Just eats a lot of damage. The script has been flipped almost, Ryu, for this game, too. It's now Complexity who have been bullying Smash in this mid lane.
Yep, they're just taking it to him, and while that was going on, they warded up immediately from Complexity side. Then Stinger came over and, you know, de-warded here. So this is a big stack coming out for Batrider. I mean, I wouldn't even mind seeing Zeus get some of these levels. Level 2, poor guy. And bottom, they can't really kill Z-Freak. He's just getting way too much space down here, and just Complexity's start right now is really amazing, and I'm kind of worried for Not Today right now.
They are going to be battling from behind a little bit here, and you could see some weight build up on the shoulders of Ifrit and his Medusa if he doesn't really get a strong farming start here to really be something special later into the game. But they have plenty of potential through the mid game here. Smash may be a little bit behind is where he'd like to be at this point in the game, but Batrider continues to try to find his farm and just get that Blink Dagger. That is what seems to be most important to him. You have supports helping him out, building up some stacks, maybe even lowering the creeps a bit if possible. But Complexity want to take this advantage while they got it. Izu just dishing out that liquid fire, rendering that refraction almost near useless, as just the little ticks of damage just do affect the shield. And it's just Swindle who's trying to get the best of it. Your top CS, though, does belong, of course, to the PL here. We haven't talked much about him because it's been pretty boring up here with him just farming, but he has got a lot of good farms. 1,700 now built up. And he's now level 6. Is this a game where he just wants to go right for the Midas? Oh, nope. I guess not. He answers me as he gets the Aquila.
And Smash is going to get stunned here. And Swindle's level 6 here. Smash is going to get Laguna'd here. He's dead. There it is.
Okay.
Waited so long.
Laguna and Finger, man. You think that they're going to be out of range, and then somehow, some way, it just connects from what feels like a whole different game. It's just unreal, the range that can be so deceptive right there. But they do the first thing, you know, is remove the refraction, get him nice and low, and Swindle adds the little cherry on top right there to finish him off. So 4-0. Nice early commanding lead here from Complexity, as they really get a lot of pretty much all 3 lanes, I'd say. I mean, Axe is a bit aggressive on the bottom, but he managed to walk away with at least 1 kill at the head start. He's got Tranquil Boots now. He's going to go farm up the jungle. Looks like the supports have been building up some nice stacks for him, so he can rush into a Blink Dagger. But yeah, it looks like Complexity are getting the best of pretty much all 3 lanes.
Yeah, and they have a Zeus support and a Lion who's only level 3. I mean, they have really nothing going right for NoT today. I mean, you could say, yeah, they're in the jungle right now farming up their Batrider. He is really close to his Blink Dagger. That is something they really need to get online. And I'm assuming once they pick that up, they're going to need to go on Swindle, because if they keep on letting this Lina get out of control, you're going to see a 9-minute Yule Scepter. I mean, at this rate, if he keeps getting these kills.
He already has the staff on the way, so it's on good tempo here. Van's able to burn down that big stack. Not frickin' Mud Golems. Had that not been Mud Golems, it could have possibly been his dagger right then and there. Does have Centaurs over here to work with, so after he clears out these camps, should have the Blink Dagger to work with, so expect the smoke. Expect the debut to hopefully be the first kill here for potentially NoT today. Smash is trying to kind of match his tempo and really be a force in the mid game as well, but he has been put off quite a bit. 0 and 2 for him, just still trying to get together some phase boots. Does have him now, but you look at the other side, it's phase boots and a staff for Swindle, just to kind of give you an idea of how far and ahead he is. But here we go, trap is sprung. Mystico tries to move in from behind, but he only has boots to his name, and Swindle, with his extra bit of move speed, is not going to be caught that easy. Not at all.
I'm watching this Batrider. Is he going to die to the neutrals? He really wants this, and he needs 100 more gold. Poor guy. Here's one sticky. Yeah, there we go.
Got it. Man, if he went down right there, that would have been heartbreaking, but it does work. He gets the blink. Not enough for a smoke. Maybe a support can help a brother out and give him a little bit of that stuff. We'll have to see. But as the other side continues to progress here, there's the smoke. It will be bought from Mystico. Ifrit, who is looking to charge forward towards a Wraith Band, at least for now, is trying to match up with the PL on the other side, but is about 700 gold behind if you compare the net worth. So it's a bit of a slower start for your Medusa, and something that just should be a little troublesome here for NoT today. For Ziz, after the Sequilla build-up, I mean, is it just go right for the defusal? It looks like he's going to step off for Yasha. Yeah, he's going to go for Yasha first. All right. He'll eventually get it.
Mid lane. Swindle. Oh, he's going down. I saw that at the very end. So yeah, they used the Blink Batrider to its full effect. And there's the first kill. So Smash kind of back into the game with that 1 kill on that streak. I mean, he's still down 1,400 gold. Mystico top lane though. Squee out the TP out. Should be fine.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Ziz tried to kind of maybe catch him with a quick Spirit Lance, but that's not happening. But yeah, so the effort pays off here. Van able to finally scrap together that Blink Dagger. Makes a nice debut with it in the mid lane as they're able to take down Swindle, who I believe had a little bit of a bounty. Yeah, he had a killing spree, so they get that little bit of extra gold for themselves. And finally, NoT Today do get themselves on the board. Complexity 4 to NoT Today's 1. And look at this stack of Ancients. He stacks it, tries to stack it at least one more time here, but it has been blocked already. There's been a sentry up here on the high ground. Swindle moves towards the rune, and they're looking to potentially remove the trap, but that's not happening. Smash goes right back to work, and he's going to maybe start working with this Ancient stack.
Yeah, nice. He's even leveled up his side blades to 3 so he can really deal with these. Prioritizing that over the refraction.
Jump onto bottom, though. They get a call onto Ifrit. He simply pops the Stone Gaze and slithers away. And yeah, Z-Freak.
Oh, he's got a blink, though. Here comes the call. They're still chasing.
Yep, he can't get that far. Gets caught, gets dunked. Ifrit does go down. Set up there from Z-Freak, showing off his own fancy Blink Dagger. On the other side, though, Ziz, he thinks that maybe he can make a go onto the Zeus here. But Stinger is putting himself in a very defensive position, way behind the tower. Ziz continues on the other side of the world just to find all the farm he could ask for. There's really no threat coming his way. It's very tricky to try to even pick off a Phantom Lancer this early into the game, but they might have to make something happen here. Now Smash even a part of the action. Has his drums now. And there they're going to make the committed jump.
They're going to get him.
Yeah, they get a Blink Dagger, lasso, pull back. He's able to doppelganger himself to the north. And he just phantom rushes forward, desperate to maybe finish off the tower, but he will not get it. He goes down, and the tower will be denied. Big stuff right there for NoT Today. because they really needed to put that PL in check.
Right, and the bad thing is he did buy, so we are going to be seeing that diffusal blade out for him. And yeah, the Dusa is really falling behind, it feels like. I mean, she's falling behind even the Batrider and the TA. I mean, both of them have had really bad start, and Ifrit gonna go down once again here.
There's the jump, there's the call, Arcane Bolt, they got everything they could need. Laguna, it's a circus of blood. As they get the quick and easy kill, Z-Freak gets the dunk there at the end, now on a killing spree. Medusa brought down again, and now they're gonna pressure this tier 2. How the tides have turned here. Complexity in game 2 looked damn strong in the early game. And the late game potential here from Not Today is what's getting hit the hardest here with this Medusa who keeps getting brought down.
Right, that is really what they're trying to hope on. That's their bank, that's their investment, the Medusa, and they're not protecting her at all right now. And I just don't know if it's going to work out. I mean, sure, they got that PL kill, that's the right step, but you really need this. As I was going to say, Z-Freak. They're on the hunt, but yeah, they really need to find a way to keep this Medusa alive, and having a support Zeus and a Lion, that's not really helping either. So
yeah, they still need to kind of get their level 6s together. Once Zeus has the Thunder God's Wrath, Mystico needs to get that finger. They could definitely participate a bit more and offer even more burst, but as I say that, Stinger, there's the jump. Mystico gonna try to help out, gets a nice Hex. Two-man stun, but Zeus already goes down, and now they turn their sights on to Mystico himself. And that Arcane Bolt gets the kill. Double for Squee. Here's the lasso on the return. They want to bring down Z-Freak and get that little bit of a bounty he does have on his head, and it looks like they will get him. And of all the people to get it, it is going
Smash
to
guy
be...
will kill too.
Oh yeah, Smash on the other side. He cuts off what looks like maybe Squee on the way out and gets the kill on the Skywrath Mage. Ends up being a 2 for 2. But here we go, mid lane. It's Complexity looking to take a tier 1. And Ziz trying to save it out for the last hit. He got it. So I guess when the dust settles, it's a little bit better right there at the end for Complexity.
Smash is setting up for a swindle here. No, I mean, he needs another support, right? Else he would have went on that. But it was a good not for Smash not to go for that deny. He would have gotten immediately blown up from swindle. He has the Yules online, and they had no really rotations there, so discipline Dota. That did a lot of work there.
Yeah, we'll see the return now. Stinger is able to scrap together his level 6, kind of fakes out the ultimate there as he does see an Invis rune. Zizo's nearby on his Jakiro. Been pretty quiet this game, but he's just kind of throwing together the essentials on his support. Tranquil's a smoke to use here. As he heads towards the bottom, it looks like they're going to smoke as the 3, and they will. Here goes Not
Today. They got scouted out too.
Yeah, there was that rune up there, or the ward rather up there, that was just expiring. So look at this, you can already see the Medusa's like, yeah, I'm out of here. Not going to hang around this lane. Not this time. As he heads right back towards the base side. They'll take this opportunity to put down a pretty aggressive ward here on the bottom. But they're not going to be able to catch anyone out here from Not Today. Those wards paying off, and they're going to be able to step away from any sort of oncoming smoke gank.
Well, mid lane, they still looking at Smash here. He's got his Yasha, he's got his drums. He really wants to go, I assume, a Desolator too. But is he going to go for that or the BKB first? I mean, yeah, they just saw that smoke too. So
yep.
Both teams not going to be getting off the best smokes this game.
It's nice for these unorthodox wards to catch out stuff like that. Actually, both ward the same spot here, but yeah, this smoke is not going to really amount to a whole lot. It looks like Not Today. Kind of don't want to make anything out of it regardless. It looks like Batrider's going to take this time. Actually passes over, going the immediate Force Staff after the blink. Gets a gem, which was probably handed over to him. No, he bought his own gem. He's got Boots of Travel, and now he'll look to go for the Force. So a bit of a greedy start here for your Batrider, but I guess with a couple of picks he's been able to get, he feels pretty comfortable doing so. So he is level 11. Has level 2 Lasso to work with now. Not Today. Maybe feeling a bit pressured to kind of get some pickoffs here. This mid game was going to be the hopeful point where they could really get a lot done and create that space for their Medusa, and they have been falling behind quite a bit on doing so. And oh, this is a scary sight to see if you're a Not Today fan. PL, he's got his defusal now complete, and that's when PL goes from a pretty good hero to a ridiculous hero, it feels like.
Right, just the constant mana burn, the constant chasing potential, you know, from the Phantom Rush alongside with the Diffusal Blade. I mean, you're not even going to be able to run away from this PL at all. So The only way is to find ways to lock him down, right? You're gonna need the lion. You're gonna have to hex him, stun him up. You know, Z-Freak knows Mystico's here, but he's not gonna find him. If he had just went north, he would have got the kill. But yeah, they're gonna have to find Batrider getting lasso on him. I mean, it's really hard to be in Batrider's situation, right? Because how are you gonna get a Phantom Lancer who has massive illusions amount up? And well, this game is gonna be on, I think, Batrider just to be making these big plays. So yeah, getting this gym, as you're saying, early game, it is the right direction. They need to make sure they have all the vision off their side of the map so they can farm safely, it feels like.
And he goes on his dewarding expedition, and if we check out their vision, it's looking pretty solid here for Not Today. Complexity, they still have that ward in the mid lane that has not been caught out. Batrider kind of flirting with the enemy territory here. Almost gets caught out from Jakiro, but he immediately blinks back and away. But there's going to be a committed jump here. Top lane, Z-Freak makes a go on to Stinger. Mystico's there, catches him with the stun and a Hex follow-up. But here comes Iz. Jumps out the Phantom Lance here for now. It's going to do a little bit of poking damage. There's going to be the ult to fly. It's actually Smash who gets the kill over by the Ancient camp here, as he's able to easily bring down the Skywrath Mage, with assistance from Stinger, of course, on that Zeus. So they do get a pick elsewhere, and they don't stop it yet. They go right for bottom. They want to get Swindle. Here comes the Batrider. Boots of travel in, blink forward, lasso. Oh, gets Yulesed up. Swindle on the run. Can he get away? Slowed from the trap, and they decide to pull back. Just a little too much effort, and maybe they fear backup on the way here, which they are right. Z-Freak is on the scene now with a smoke.
Yeah, they kind of mess up that, and now they just need to get the hell out of here. Oh, PL's coming over. This wants people. He's gonna find Smash.
Nice little sidestep there. Smash pops out the DD, but he gets caught there from Z-Freak. He's gonna be dunked on, and there it is. Smash goes down. Complexity on the warpath here as they're able to catch out one in the prize TA. And now they advance their lead forward, 9-5. Pressure on this tier 2 in the mid. Not today. Not in a comfortable position. They were hoping that they would be able to get a lot more done here. The Medusa, just with the Yasha on hand at about 1,700 gold, just feels to be way far behind. See down here on the net worth, trying to get to 7K, whereas the top net worth belonging to Swindle at 9.2K. Ziz right behind at almost 9K himself. They have a steep hill to climb, and it's going to take careful plotting and planning, I'd assume, for them to try to really make a run back at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to be confined to their side of the map, and that should be an easy Roshan for Complexity. And I mean, late game, when we're talking about a PL versus a Medusa, I mean, what does Medusa really do, right? You really need a Rapier, you're going to probably need an MKB, and if you're farming faster, oh, speaking of Axe, getting picked off there. And, oh, that's, I guess, one way. Clearing out your jungle a little bit will be helping, but still, I just think the PL is definitely favored in this matchup going into the late games against Medusa.
Nice pick there from your Batrider. They catch a certain Z-Freak who just feels a little rambunctious farming away in the Not Today side. Maybe a bit overzealous with that, but he will pay the price, and now the score is 6-9 here. Advantage for Complexity as far as kills and net worth. Not by a whole lot, about 3K here. Z-Freak looks like he'll be farming a pretty girthy stack right here. Wealth of dragons and all sorts of crazy-ass dinosaurs. This is lots of farm to go his way. If you have to invest anything as far as a boot upgrade, probably going to go with the Boots of Travel here eventually, but speaking of item progression, you got your Agnum Scepter now complete on Swindle. No BKB even on site yet for Not Today. Looks like Smash is trying to throw one together, but that Laguna don't care about no BKB now. But hey, Mystico's able to throw together a Blink Dagger on his Lion, so they have more initiation and more potential setup. Hopefully something that can get them right back into this.
Yeah, I mean, they've been staying relatively close in this game because of Smash, and him doing the Ancient stacks. At least, I would say 30 of his CS, if not more, is from the Ancient stacks. So they've been stacking up really nicely from Not Today, keeping up with the farm. They're only, 4,000 net worth behind in gold just because they always stack up the jungle. They're stacking this Ancient camp. Again, you see it. I swear they've killed at least, poor 50, 60 of these dragons and these golems this game.
Mm-hmm. It's good making the best out of the situation they're in. Not Today, surprisingly, do have the XP lead in this game still. Really taking advantage of what little bits of the map that are left for them. But look at this bottom lane, Complexity. They're on the prowl here. Smoked up. They have their Skywrath Mage looking to scout out the nearby. But not today. Are more in a fetal position here. Very defensive as they're all put together. Medusan clearly not feeling too comfortable. Already has nightmares of being caught out from the Z-Freak axe jumping in. Doesn't want to risk having a bit of deja vu there, but because of this space that's been created just from the threat of the axe, they are able to push down this bottom tier 2. Zeus is going to unleash the ult. Not going to see a whole lot except for the majority of Complexity here at the bottom and maybe a certain Ziz waiting up behind the tower. And not today, just still kind of running around. A little bit of a disarray here. Not really being able to push forward to go with the objective at hand. They've gotten one tier 1 down, but I'm sure they would love to take a couple of more.
Yeah, and if you notice his build, right, this is just prepping for the late stages of the game. He's like an anti-mage right now. He just wants to farm and farm and farm. He got the defusal, yeah, that helps him fight, but he only has 1,000 HP right now, and he decided to go for the Vlads just so he can just keep farming the neutrals, the ancients during this time, so while his team makes space for him. And, you know, he went for that boots of travel, like you're saying, and that just frees up, you know, a lot of aggression for him to be applied on the map. So they're going to probably wait another bit, like 5-6 minutes, try to get a hard up on him, and that could be the go time, or even, you know, a Mantis out. We're going to see it, but which one first? I'd probably want to see Heart, maybe.
Smash has been camping here in Viz for quite a while now. I don't know really what the motive is here. Maybe he's anticipating a push towards mid lane. Maybe he'd use the bathroom. I'm not too sure, but he does finally come out. And we'll add a little bit of pressure there towards the mid lane. It seems like Not Today are just a bit puzzled as far as where Complexity are. I'm looking at their vision here. They got a little bit there at the top, but outside of that, they are very much in the dark. But you could say the same, actually, if you look at the Complexity vision. They're actually even more in the dark, it feels like, than Not Today are. So both teams just kind of feeling a bit awkward here as far as where they can make their commitments.
I mean, if you look at the overall HPs on the side of Complexity, they should all be getting, you know, run over by this TA with the Desolator. But because they do have the things that go through BKB, you know, like you're saying, the Laguna Blade, the Axe Call, and, you know, the Dunk, I mean, they have a lot of ways to deal with Smash in this sense. But this will be a great Roshan for them. Now they can be able to maybe apply more pressure on the map anywhere they want and freely farm up Ziz one more time. They're backing out. They're really scared of where Not Today are. They don't have any vision because the Batrider did do his job and dewarded everything.
Yeah. They just, I mean, even with Not Today that are not even near. I mean, they haven't even fired off the Zeus ulti yet. They just that threat.
I mean, they have Dusa mid farming too, right? And
yeah.
Now they have TA top, so it's kind of weird. They're not going for it.
Well, now they dish out the Zeus ult, so Complexity know that Not Today know where they are. But maybe just that threat, the Batrider on the Not Today side, one of the best at being able to break up a Roche fight and snag it up for himself, might be just enough of a mind game to kind of force Complexity back in a way. But they now see Batrider around the mid lane. They move back in, and they're going to look to finish what they started here, and it looks like they're going to get it uncontested. Meanwhile, Not Today are just going to be split pushing. Smash going right for the tier 2 at the top lane. Has backup behind, just in case.
And he has the Invis rune to bail him out too. So he's playing aggressive while being safe in my mind. So this is a good play. We didn't notice any gems on Complexity side, so he should be fine. Actually, there's a gem picked up on Z-Freak. It's going to be really bad. Oh, Smash is definitely going to get caught out here.
Yules, nice Hex though from Mystico. Stops Z-Freak from getting the call and keeps him in check with the Earth Spike. Looking to sacrifice his own life for the greater good of Smash. Smash makes it away. What a valiant effort right there from Mystico, just giving himself for Smash.
That was an amazing play. I thought he was so dead. Congratulations to Mystico. That is like MVP worthy of me. I mean, just sacrificing yourself there. Really well played.
Yeah. He's not very far leveled, so he'll be back in 10 seconds. You know, ideally
he's got a blink too. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he went straight for the blink. Boots blink. Not the most threatening thing, but having that blink is just so good on your line. Situations like that, right there. Smash is able to make it away with another life. Now he actually picks up a DD rune. doesn't have his bottle on hand to use it.
Top
On the other
lasso.
side, yeah, they're making it go into Swindle. Nice lasso. Follow up Earth Spike. That's your Aegis now down. Ifrit has Stone Gaze. Could pop it here, but really getting Swindle to kind of stay in the fight is going to be a tricky situation in itself. Even Ziz teleporting in here on his PL. It looks like Not Today are not going to press their luck. They get the one Aegis pick off, and they're fine with that. They'll back up in a way as Smash continues to just add pressure on the other side of the map.
Oh, man, Z2! He just got blown up.
Two-shot with the DD rune right there from Smash. Very nicely done. A definition of a 1-2 punch. And your Jakiro is now knocked out.
Yeah, they really couldn't go for that kill on top. I mean, they could have probably did it correctly. It would have been really hard. And Smash playing really aggressive down here. He's got Blink in 5. This is not good for him.
Where's Mystico now? Uh-oh, not there. So a Yule set up into the call. He is going to get hit. Mystic flared and taken down. This time, no one to bail him out. You know, before this, he was able to get the quick kill on the Jakiro and the tower. But handing over his own life is really not ideal for them. KotLGuy are going to be committing a bit for it. They use the Laguna and everything. But with Smash being out for about 50 seconds, no buyback, we'll see if KotLGuy want to kind of push towards the Not Today base. They've already eliminated, though, all of the outer towers with the exception of this top tier 2. As Not Today are actually onto that. They push out this top lane as far as they can.
Yeah, this pickup from Z-Freak, this Yules has been doing a lot of work, and he's had this Talisman Evasion for probably about like 5 minutes now or something. So he's going to be waking his way onto the Heaven's Halberd, so that's going to be really good on the Medusa if he's able to get it off, which he should be able to in most of the fights, right? Dusa is going for the BKB, it looks like right now, and yeah, that'll be needed considering the Axe is going for the Heaven's Halberd.
A recovery Midas or a catch-up Midas, whatever the hell you want to call it, Midas is picked up right now for Stinger on his Zeus. Of course, wants to get that big burst of XP, get that Thunder God's Wrath leveled up as quick as possible, and of course it doesn't hurt to get that little bit of extra pocket change, so maybe he can build up into whether it's a Yule's, a Force Staff, a Bloodstone, whatever the hell he wants to do to add a little bit more utility to the Not Today side. I gotta say, Not Today, it felt like they were really down at the early part of this game, but hey, have found a way to just use the map a little bit better, and the net worth is a lot closer than it once was, at about just 1k advantage for KotLGuy. KotLGuy are able to take back the experience lead as well, but they are not out of this game, certainly not. Ifrit suddenly has a Scotty and already a hammer. As your Medusa is slowly building on up here, but then again, you look at the other side, and we got Ziz on PL, who has Manta, Vlad's, Diffusal, and about 2k gold. And I don't know how I feel about the PL versus Medusa matchup later into the game. Medusa better hope she has a lot in the inventory to contest him.
Right, and this is the problem, right? Once you use Stone Gaze, all the PL has to do is just immediately turn around, doppelganger away, and yeah, you just wait for that out, and then basically you can just do that again 5 seconds later while the cooldown of the Stone Gaze is 90 seconds here. So
is there any value, though, in the fact that Medusa does have Split Shot, and if she builds up enough damage, can quickly remove those illusions from PL, and he's stuck more just kind of doing it at his solo, or do you think just his raw power and a quick attack speed is enough to kind of overswarm the Medusa?
Well, they have Smash as well, right? Because he's been recovering nicely this game. I mean, he's had amazing recovery, and he's even almost par with Alina, who kind of shut him down. So they're going to have another way to deal with PL. It's going to be Smash as well. So it's not going to be all on Medusa. And I think that's where you have to think about, too, where I think if it was just Medusa against the PL, yeah, I would give it hands down to the PL winning that team fight. But with the help of Smash, with the Side Blades coming into play, with him going to be dealing out a lot of DPS later, I think it could be enough for them to take these team fights.
During that time, Not Today tried to move out into the KotLGuy woods in hopes of catching someone, maybe neutral farming, warding, or whatever, but not going to be catching anything with that smoke gang because Zeus pops out the ultimate. There's just no one close. KotLGuy already TPing out or moving with the bottom half of this map. Now they are going to be the ones who initiate a smoke gank here. They are going to beeline it towards the bottom-hand side. If they can get smashed, Blinking Mules could set it all up here.
Oh, he's Spidey since he's a Tingler. He knows I'm talking to him. Oh, he's going to get spotted out here. Does Dust wears out and Smash is invis though. Wait, where's the gem? Gem from the Z-Freak. Oh, I found it.
I got him. Oh, Smash. Can't run. You can't hide. Not from that gem. They get the quick kill. It's going to be Squee who picks it up with his Mystic Flare drop.
They're stuck. They're stuck. They're hugging. They're hugging it out. Oh, there's the Quelling Blade. 10 seconds later.
And with that now, you got Smash out of the game. 1 minute. No buyback for him. Immediately Complexity want to push down this bottom side. Clearing out the wave as quick as possible. Batrider's already here to try to burn out any sort of incoming threat. But the pressure's on NoT Today to defend here. Medusa just trying to take as much time as possible, but now she will pull back. They do have respectable high ground defense with the constant wave clear from your Zeus and Stone Gaze from Medusa, and even your lasso on the Batrider. They have yet to stop Complexity. They have already brought this tower down to about a quarter life. Lift going to be used here. Flame Break. And now the illusions will spawn out. Sends it right towards Ifrit to maybe remove a little bit of that preemptive mana. They get to tier 3 Complexity. Should they pull back here or should they stick around while Smash is still out 15 seconds? It looks like they'll pull away.
Yeah, maybe wait for the... Oh.
Okay. Nice grab. They pull him back. Mystic Flare not going to help a whole lot. Z-Freak will go down. There's the Stone Gaze and catches Zizu. Jakiro. Self-Yules for now, but can he make it away? Swindle also caught out here. They're able to bring down the Zeus in trade, but they lose 2 already to Complexity. And with that, they are quickly on the way out. Concussive Shot will slow down Mystico. And it looks like NoT Today are not going to be able to follow up with any sort of chase. Don't tell that to Smash, though. He continues moving forward, trying to catch anyone with a trap. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade. Slight advantage for NoT Today, getting that little bit of an extra bounty boost. And their defense just stops them from getting any sort of Rax damage. They still lose their tier 3.
Yeah, BKB not on the axe is kind of hurting them now, you see, because not having he's able to get just chain stun immediately from the Lion as well as the Batrider. So really unfortunate to him. They kind of need him to be the aggressor, right? That's their only initiate hero besides, you know, the Lina. I mean, Lina has a... Oh my gosh, she's really farmed. She's got a Scythe, a Vice, Blink Dagger now, so she can do the initiating too, but still, they need to find a way to be able to get onto these heroes. I mean, the Deuce is going to be on the front lines, right? But you have the counter initiation of Batrider, and you're just going to need to find ways to get it off. I just think the solution is going to be Axe with the BKB.
That might be enough. Complexity will have the tough task of trying to break through a high ground defense here from NoT Today. And just continue to take what time they got to farm up as much as possible. Ifrit debuting that BKB in the previous fight. Still got plenty of time, 9 seconds to work with here. I mean, is he just going to look to just finish out a Mantis style? How long before it's feeling like Rapier territory here if you're NoT Today? I don't know if they're that far behind and in that kind of position yet, but if the game continues to be a big advancement here for Complexity, it's just got to be something you might have to consider.
I would say always go for the MKB first in these situations where you know the enemy team has a Halberd already onto the axe. You want to be able to hit him. The PL potential for getting the butterfly is always there, so most likely he'll be getting that next. He's getting the Scotty next, but after that I could see, you know, butterfly or a heart even. And you really want to find a way to just chew through that. Divine won't really help if you keep missing and missing and missing. So I would say, yeah, as a 5th item or 6th item, it's really good on Dusa. Just need to just sure up the ways to hit him. And, well, you know, there's another thing we haven't really talked about this game that's really amazing too, right? You have the mana drain from Lion to clear out PL illusions. You have the Hex to clear out the illusions for these high ground sieges. And it's just never underestimate those two. Those abilities are really good.
Lion definitely started stepping into the limelight back when like Terrorblade and Naga were a big problem, and you need someone to answer back to those pesky illusions. And this draft it kind of worked out for them because they had already committed to the Lion, and then PL was the last pick there for Complexity. And they'll have to hope that they can use those tools appropriately to maybe get the best of Ziz here. But all that meanwhile, Complexity able to easily take down the Roche, no contention whatsoever. NoT Today may have had an idea, so they'll just try to make a split push happen here at the top. But they are now in position to maybe
I would like Ziz to have the Aegis. He doesn't have it either.
Oh, they're going to jump. Can they catch him? Flame Break to see, but the Doppelwalk makes it that much harder. And already Van's eating so much damage. This PL is just too hard to get a hold of. and he might pay with his own life. Mystico already gets the hell out of there. Back and behind, it's going to be a safe TP out. Ifrit Stone Gaze gets the Petrify onto Z-Freak. Won't be able to get the grab onto him, and they end up losing their Bat Rider and using a couple of BKBs. That was Not Today trying to get the jump onto a PL, but that is not an easy target. First, it's all those illusions, and then when he just pulls out the Doppelwalk thereafter, he just couldn't even find out who to go on. And by that point, he ate so much damage, it didn't even matter.
And bottom lane for Zeus. Oh, Stinger going down
call,
here.
Spin, dunk. Attempted KS there from your Jakiro, but that's not happening. It's Z-Freak who gets the dunk right there. Stinger, your Zeus goes down, 45 seconds. No buyback for him. They move along this bottom lane. They have Ziz on the other side doing it on his solo here. And just look at the frickin' army. A rampage of a stun, though, comes out from Mystico. They spot out the real
right
one. They get the finger. He's very low. Doppelganger up and away. They turn back onto him. He is playing very ballsy here without an Aegis. They don't make the go.
Whoa. And they're going to get bottom tower. They need a TP back. Deuce is coming in late.
Space.
Swindle has Aegis. That's a Rax, maybe. Oh, they're going to back out.
Glyph is there. Ziz just like space created as he was engaging there at the top lane. They almost get that melee Rax.
You know, that was a pretty funny bait too, just because he was like, I'm going to run away my other illusion and just charge at them. If just one of them just turned around and hit it, you know, 2 times, it would have been Ziz dying.
The mind game factor there with your PL. I'll just send myself in there. They'll just anticipate that's illusion. No big deal. And they kind of did. Dancing around with less than 200 life, and they don't even get him. So Ziz now backing away. He'll begin to farm out the Ancients. He's going for that Butterfly. He has the Tailsman already on hand. So let's touch base with our Medusa. 3,700 gold. She just bought something. Is it a Demon Edge? No. It's an Eagle Song. Medusa. Gonna be going for a Butterfly.
Alright, so if she's going for a Butterfly, yeah, that's great for the PL. He's not going to be going for an MKB, but at the same time, you're not going to be hitting the PL. And that could be problematic. So Smash, he's looking at 2,400. He's going to have to get the MKB next. And so he's going to be at 3,000 gold off, and well as he wants to have buyback here. So that's going to be a long time until he gets it. And well, it looks like they want to slow sleep. Whoa, Smash. Whoa.
Oh, no.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, no.
This is a high ground.
Butterfingers. They don't have a BKB on their TA. It's binged out. Complexity, charge forward now. Get a little bit of poke damage there on the range. Rax, they don't want to get too bloodthirsty for this and throw away the advantage they already got, because they need this win to take the series to game 3. There's the Yules. On to Z-Freak. They catch Van. They take him out immediately. That's a gem down. They're going to lose their Skywrath Mage as Smash is able to zone back the supports. Now Z-Freak going to be focus fired there from Ifrit. They get the kill on that front. Ziz looking to go toe-to-toe with Ifrit, but they got the damage. Hex from Mystico, and they could bring him down. Doppelwalk, no. Yeah, he got it off, but he will go down there after. Swindle, one of the last survivors. Oh, a buyback from Ziz. He's going to boost a travel back in. Buyback from Smash. He's going right for Ifrit. Should be able to get the kill here. He is out. No buyback. Medusa is down. Smash. Going to be a dieback for him. There's the free. Smash is going to be out. 100 seconds. It looks like Complexity might be able to take game 2 and take this to a game 3 series. There it is. They wipe out 4 from Not Today. And now they're going to get the Rax. Zeus, desperate. Buyback here. But Complexity are already on the way out. Another buyback even coming out from your Bat Rider. Okay, moves forward. Gets a Flame Break snipe to take out the Jakiro here. Mystico moves forward. Gets the Hex. Forces out Swindle's Aegis. Bat has Lasso.
Firefly, yeah. Lasso.
But Ziz is here as well. They don't want to go in on that. Another gem down. Gems just being thrown all over the place at this point.
Oh.
Okay, they move in. Van, got him. That's a buyback.
And he's Lion's dead too. Oh, this is another lane of Rex at least.
Okay. Not Today tried to buy back to stop Complexity from advancing forward, but now they end up feeding away those buybacks. Still no Medusa for 10 seconds. Smash out for 40. This mid lane tier 3 really does not stand a chance. Complexity looking really good here. Might be able to close this one out. And it looks like this Rax will go down.
And the game coming down to a BKB charge. That's not good. I mean, actually, you could say it didn't, right? Because they initiated outside the base, right? The Bat Rider, he went outside, immediately got the Firefly off, and the lasso onto the X, but at the same time, he got called. So he went down because of the Laguna Blade, and then Medusa had to go in there, Smash had to go in there. So they were kind of put in this precarious situation just because, you know, the Bat Rider decided to go in. They already used the Zeus ulti, so they're like, oh, we got to do this, we got to go. But with the nice Yule's timing of the axe, man, they just turned it around so nicely, and it really does come back to not having that BKB. They should have not initiated that fight.
Yeah, it could have been a factor, but really did they had much of a choice? I would figure that Complexity, who must have spotted it out, were like, this is our time to go. Maybe not today, pressured into a situation where they got to make one hell of a surprise attack against Complexity to stop them from doing what they would have just done initially. But it does prove to not be too good, as they still now lose 2 sets of racks. Not today, though. Not losing hope. They'll hold on as they still have a Rax and a Medusa. One of those kinds of a heroes that can always bring the game back. Might be a tough one here against Complexity in their lineup, but she's going to try her damnedest to make it work. Eagle Song still on hand, about 1,800 gold built up towards what I imagine being that butterfly. And speaking of butterflies, Ziz, who's already an item ahead of this Medusa, finishes his first.
Yeah, and you can note that during that fight there was 4 buybacks. One was on Complexity, that was the PL, so his farm did get slowed down a little bit, but yeah, they got the 2 racks. He's heavily favored there. And then Smash had to buy back, so he's not going to have, I was saying he had almost like 3,000 gold earlier, now he only has 700. He's just looking very poor, unless he just bought something. No, that's just going to be a point booster coming out, and that should be Stinger's full, is that his full axe? Is he still missing an opponent? He's still missing one.
He is missing the Blade of Alacrity, so he is still off about 900 or so gold before he can finish out that Ags. Obviously, happy to buy out as his buyback is still down. It's just not today, expecting the fact that they're going to be with their backs against the wall here as they have only 1 more racks to hold, but they are going to make Complexity work for it while they can.
You know the best part about having, you know, 1 racks?
What's that?
Is you only have to really defend that, right? I mean, they can get pressure on the tier 4s, but most of the time people don't really rat, and it's really hard to rat on the throne. So that's one good thing you can say. At least they're not going to get ratted to death right now. Maybe they get chip damage on the tier 4s, but eventually they're going to have to make the play probably to go for these Raxes on the top lane.
That is true, and I guess you can always try to look at the bright side of what could be a very dark situation. Not that they know where to expect the aggression to come from. Most likely the finish out this top lane, which there is also still a very healthy tier 2 here in this top lane for Not Today. So it creates a little bit of extra time for them to just get what they can, scrap together whatever item they can invest in for just what could be their final hurrah of a defense. If they put up a strong defense, they could prolong this game that much further in hopes that maybe they can bring it back. On Complexity side, they got to feel pretty comfortable. Now an AC even complete on Swindle Melons just to help with their sieging power. They just need to make sure they don't throw anything away at this point.
Van had a purse. Now he has a Ghost Scepter. I think he sold it for some reason. He was going for the refresher. Now he only has the Ghost Scepter. Maybe? I'm not exactly sure how that happened or why that happened, but something interesting to note.
I guess you could just ghost yourself, jump in, and get a secure lasso without worrying about a frickin' PL army beating your ass in and taking away all your mana. I guess he's just hoping to get that safety trip to get that one target to bring back towards Medusa. I mean, you get a good lasso, you bring him towards the Stone Gaze, then things become a lot easier, being able to knock down this pesky PL. But that's if everything works out accordingly. In the meantime, Complexity, who now have the Aegis, have time to work with here. They'll just build up the pressure on all of the lanes first and foremost, and then eventually make their way towards that top lane to make their big push into the Not Today base to try to end out this game too.
Right, and let's look at the Lina over here. We'll look at the Lina and the PL. Lina can get one more item, maybe a refresher, replacing the Yules, because you have another initiating factor, which is your Scythe of Ice, so you don't need Yules anymore. Oh, Barra, they're going in.
Okay, they got Swindle. Pulls him back. Can he get him in the base? He can. Swindle could go down. Will go down. Out for 90. Does have a buyback here. Not today. Get a quick little snag right there. Literally kidnapped.
Maybe he needs a Lincoln. I'm surprised nobody has a Lincoln Sphere in Complexity too. That could be very useful, but they have a really aggressive play style this game and nothing really defensive. Besides, I guess you could say they have 3 Yules, but they've been playing really aggressive with them.
Not today. They're happy with that. A pick like that secures an extra, what, 5-10 minutes even in this game. Because, you know, Swindle doesn't want to just carelessly throw out this buyback and risk not having it for the next engagement to come. So this is more time now for Not Today to continue to farm up. Smash will debunk this bottom lane, keeping it pressured in back. Mystico is going to throw up a couple of wards here to get the vision on the outskirts, which certainly helped them there. This high ground ward, which actually that's not the ward. It was actually already there. Well, whatever vision they ended up getting could have been from the Zeus ult or whatever. They get the snag onto Swindle Melons, and they get that kill. So things become a bit more tricky here for Complexity. It's not as easy to break into the base and finish this game out.
Yep, definitely not, especially against the Dusa. And now we're going into, you know, a little bit later. It's only 47 minutes into the game, but this Zeus, I mean, he's probably had to buy back once. I don't know if he bought back twice, but still, he's had this Midas for, I could say, about like 25 minutes. He only has an Ag, so I would be expecting him to have maybe another item, but still. An Ag's in a team fight, you know, having all this damage, DPSing out, it's really great to have this Zeus in this situation too, right? You have static field against PL illusions. Even if you have getting a heart up, that they'll still be ticking down. So nothing's really going to help against the Zeus unless maybe, you know, Ziz wants to get a BKB. Then that can help for his main hero, but it's not going to help for the illusions.
Yeah. What about the pipe? No pipe. I don't think a pipe's going to be coming anytime soon.
Pipe doesn't even exist anymore. I mean, you see people like skipping the, you know, the Vanguard. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Dakota, please help me.
For what? For your PL?
No. Oh well, let's hold that thought. Venom. Oh, almost. That's some quick fingers.
Okay. Both people blink. Swindle goes in. Okay, there's going to be the committed jump from Smash. Uses a BKB. They're able to get the quick kill, taking out the Skywrath Mage. And they quickly scurry themselves back into the base. Complexity only lose their Skywrath Mage. They see that Smash uses his BKB. I don't know if that's enough to force Complexity into a pushing situation if they want to take advantage of that. But otherwise, they will have to wait it out, and this is more time for NoT.
Uh-oh. Zizo.
All right. Good snag. They pull back Jakiro, and they get the finger. It's another pick. Not today. Slowly crawling themselves back into this one. Now Ziz is going to be able to pressure this top lane quite a bit. It's just the illusions. You only bring the tower down about a third life. It's not too dramatic here for Not Today. And now your Aegis is going to expire here. Things not as easy here for Complexity as it seemed like it would be. Not Today able to get these quick and easy grabs. Credit to your Van Batrider to set up most of them. Still a pretty dramatic lead though.
Yeah. I was trying to say that Crimson Guard doesn't get picked up as much anymore, right? Because normally we're seeing almost every single game there's like 2 or 3 heavy magic burst damage heroes like Lina, Queen of Pain, Lion, Zeus, almost in every single game. So what is the Crimson Guard gonna do most of the time? And we haven't been seeing much. I don't even know if we saw it last game. I don't think we did. We just saw Z-Freak just pick it up, but it's definitely not good here in this game. I mean, it could be good against negating Medusa's damage. How do you feel about that? Like, could a Crimson Guard really help the team out?
It helps a little bit. It definitely can work against the split shot, but there's still plenty of just magical burst out there from your Zeus and your Lion, and I mean, every little bit helps, but it looks like they're putting more priority into just beefing up all they can. I mean, Axe just got a heart, for God's sake, so 3k life for him. I mean, that can end up biting him in the ass at the same time with something like your Zeus and his static field. It's hard to say. It's one of those things that we might not really see until they actually break out into a fight to see what really pays off better.
Yeah, it's kind of weird just seeing him not go for a BKB because he is their main initiator. You could say, sure, Lina has it too, and why does she not have one? If they just shored up the ways to go in, they have only Lasso, so you could get, you know, a Lincoln Sphere to deal with that. You have a BKB'd Lincoln Sphered Axe running at you. You can't do anything about that. And then if you get, you know, 1 or 2 heroes in there, it could be great. The one thing is that you have to be wary of the Zeus and his ulti, so you kind of have to pop the BKB and then go in, but still, we're not going to probably be seeing it. And we see a Shadow Blade pickup coming from this Bat Rider. This is, I mean, he sold his, wait, did he sell his Ghost Scepter again? Son of a gun, man, he's selling items like, what the?
Ah, sneaky here for your Bat Rider, though, as he creeps on through here. Maybe looking to find out this PL. Can he get him? Turning the corner here. Ziz out the other way. They'll cross paths now. Do they have enough follow-up, though? Hey, how's it going? Takes flight. Gets the lasso grab, but oh, he gets sheeped immediately. Mystico's here. He'll try to burst him down, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And they got to pull the hell out. This convoy mission has got to come to an end here from Not Today, and they do get the hell back. Almost potential there. But I think Bat Rider would have needed a lot more assistance if he wanted to be able to bring down that PL. And PL, speaking of the devil, finishes out an Abyssal Blade, flat out, and an MKB now complete on Smash. So that's an MKB on your TA along with the Medusa. Suddenly Not Today have a lot of items.
Right. I mean, you're just coming online here. Smash doesn't have buyback. Medusa doesn't have buyback. This could be very bad for them, but this is also, you know, the risk you have to take, right? Your 2 racks is down. You're potentially, you could close this game out, and now you're just looking on the back foot here, and well, here comes the high ground pressure.
They know that Ziz has a buyback and can always boot to travel in if necessary, so maybe they're using that to influence a bit of a push here. And they're going to try their damnedest to slow it down. Okay, there's a lasso rather onto Z-Freak to pull him back and away. Your axe goes down, no buyback for him. Swindle moves forward, BKB trying to get a blast onto Ifrit. Not eating a lot of damage, forced forwards. Stone Gaze gonna be popped, Swindle goes down.
Oh my.
And it's KotLGuy who need to get the hell back at this point. Zizu's gonna fall. And they just quickly take down 3. Not Today lose no one here. And they manage to hold the last set of racks here. And they're going to stall things out even longer, right? We could be in for a long one.
Oh yeah, this is banking for the long haul. Can I go get some popcorn? Because this is definitely, whoo, this game is gonna go a long time. They just acquired 2,000 gold on Smash, 2,800 gold on Ifrit. Jeez, or about 1,800 because he had 1,000 before that fight happened. So there's their buybacks. I think Smash still doesn't have his. He still needs 700. And whoa, this KotLGuy, he has Ghost Scepter, but they're just 2 ships passing in the night.
Oh, the big ship here is the Roche here in the pit, which is up. Both teams recognize that. And this is where we get to that very tense period. Look at Van, though. He is on the prow. PL, very swift, though. Gets the hell out of there. But with this trap down, they'll have the idea of what's happening. On the other side, CoL just planning it out with their courier, who still has cheese on hand, mind you. But the focus is going to be here. Not today with the DD. Now Smash is like, this could be my Roche. I could take it. Okay, gets the courier plus with that. with the side blades. See you later, cheese.
Oh, they have no mana on Smash. This could be problematic. They're like, oh shit, I don't have mana, guys. What do I do? Let's just go for it.
We'll jump in. Mystic Flare way off the mark. I guess preemptive as Van does fly through it, but regardless, it's a kill on the Squee. Van now going to be locked up on the high ground. Does have the Shadow Blade. Here comes Zizu. Moving on in.
They don't have their Zeus here either. I mean, he's up top split pushing. Meanwhile, their tier 4s are still really healthy. They have the bottom lane coming back, and so this will probably be forfeited. This Roshan, I mean, they're going to see our KotLGuy going to go for a BKB. Whoa.
Oh, maybe
Man,
thinking that was the illusion.
Wait, what? Oh.
Just some illusions poking at him, and he maybe figured that it was going to be the real one, but it's not. And he just kind of scouts out the Roche, and he'll TP out of there. All right, so Not Today now not in a position that they can contest this Roche. CoL could recognize that here as they scout out the perimeter, and now they'll be the ones to take the Roche back. Almost potential there for Not Today to kind of get that one for themselves, but as KotLGuy just wait out the clock a little bit, eventually these lanes, both mid and bottom, will push themselves into the Not Today base, and it's just fact that Not Today are going to have to retreat and defend and hold their tier 4s. So with that bit of space, KotLGuy get their Aegis. It's going to go to Ziz. So this time your PL is going to have that second life.
Man, it just seems like every time you lose 2 racks, it's just so much better than losing 1.
He has no boot to travel either, by the way. He's slow as hell. So
yeah,
All right.
This, I mean, he has a flutter. I think I casted a game with Gods earlier, and this is the funniest thing because both of the carries got the Aegis in the one game, and they were both dropped their bots because they were all 6 slotted, right? And they both had butterflies for the flutter, just for the extra movement speed, but they had an axe on the team. One of the teams had axe, and one of the teams had centaur. So they were using the centaur stampede to get away for boosting the movement speed. And then this game, they're gonna have maybe the axe coaling blade, but this axe doesn't have an axe. So if he doesn't dunk something, it's a 55-second cooldown.
The nice thing, though, is if he does, okay, he jumps in there, he loses his Aegis, and then he loses his next life. He has plenty of money to buy back potentially and buy Boots of Travel and get back in again. So you might have to bring down this PL 3 times in this defense if you want to stop them from getting what they want here. It looks like they're just going to relieve the pressure here from both mid and bottom as they continue to push it out. Complexity, though, now with Aegis on hand, this is their time, so they're going to push these lanes right back towards the Not Today base and then potentially make another go on the top lane. Look for Not Today to just try to hold for another strong defense.
This is the good strategy, right? Dakota, this is like only thing that I think can work. You do 4v5 at the throne and just let your PL try to get that rack stop. This is gotta be what you have to do. I mean, there's no other way. You can't go 5-manning in on just one lane. It hasn't worked out the last 2 times. So what do? You change it up. Try to go for their T4s. Try to pick off somebody. Do something else. So I don't know if this keeps going later. I mean, I feel like Not Today, their ceiling is just a lot higher. And Van, oh man, oh wait.
Oh, jump back. BKB as the Batrider jumps in to get a snag on the Swindle to bring him right back into the open arms. But Not Today, they could burst him down and they will. He's out.
Though,
immediate buyback, but yeah. PL making the move in. Ifrit gonna pop out the Stone Gaze. Doppelganger to get away from this. Van tries to move in to get a hold of Ziz, but he can't get him. Ziz still with Aegis. They're going to have to bring him down multiple times at this point if they want to stop this PL from getting what he wants. Mystico even eating a lot of illusion damage, losing a lot of his mana. Ziz should go down for the first time here. Will. That's just the Aegis being popped. Meanwhile, back in behind, Swindle back from the dead. They get smashed. They dunk him down. He's going to be forced to use out the buyback. This is the last hold here for Not Today. Medusa. Does she have a buyback ready? She does.
She does.
She's going to have to use it here. And will. Here it is. Not Complexity, look to end this out and get some megas. There's going to be the Yules, throws it up. Ziz continues to dive forward. Could always buy back, get Boots of Travel. Goes down. Does not buy back quite yet. He does get the 1 racks. Not Today, just trying to get anyone here from Complexity while they can. They've taken down 3. Look at Van just trying to dive on forward. Swindle, though, just too fast, will make it out. Squee, though, might not be so lucky. Smash. Boop. He gets the kill right there. They end up taking down 4 from Complexity, 5 if you count Swindle's first life. Complexity do take down the 1 Rax. There's still a range Rax that separates them from the Mega Creeps. Oh, okay. They actually somehow catch up to Swindle, and they lasso him up to the high ground here. Double
doesn't
Zeus
have buyback.
Flame break to the low ground. He goes down. No buyback. Out for 2 minutes. How the hell did he still manage to get a hold of Swindle there?
Man, he was just like, I don't know. He was like hunting the hell out of anybody, and then he managed to find him. That's the go for mid. Okay, so you have to worry now. PO does have Boots of Travel. He can go for the throne race here, so you have to keep your eyes to that. But Swindle, I mean, I was going to praise him because he had the buyback, and that's the only reason they won that team fight, him coming in top lane, and now they're in trouble themselves.
Well, Medusa does not have buyback. Ifrit, no TP, no Boots of Travel. He's just got to make a go happen here. Van does show up. And these mid-racks are going to go down here. Not today. They go for the jugular now. Going for the tier 4. Ziz not looking to buy back yet. He's going to wait out the 10 seconds here. And just try to make an all-in go. He will have a buyback, that means, for this defense. Mystic Flare to fly out into Smash. He just sidesteps it. Tier 4's down. Throne exposed. And no glyph. Smash gonna get locked down. There's the Ice Path. There's a lasso onto Zephyr. Here comes Ziz. Moving on forward. Gets the Abyssal onto Smash. Stone Gaze. Gonna be popped. Ifrit. They got big damage onto the throne. Almost down to half-life here. But now they're gonna Yules them up. No call there to follow on up. Ifrit now gonna be the focal point here from Ziz. Ziz gonna remove all the mana. Ifrit's gonna go down here. And will. Out for 2 minutes. No buyback on your Dusa. And here come the Boots of Travel. Ziz now gonna parade himself towards the last racks that holds him back from Megas.
Oh, that Medusa was Heaven's Halberd for like 8 seconds. Poor girl, man. Oh, even if she's ugly, she doesn't deserve that. That's just cruelty. But yeah, they're really worried about buybacks or something. They're just not going to the high ground. They're just going to let the PL Illusions whittle it down. Is it going to die to this one? No.
Smash is still here. He actually even has a DD rune, of all things. Smash pulls back. They don't get the racks yet. There's no Megas. Get that Siege Creep out of here. It goes down. It's barely alive. Barely alive.
All right, Lena's back now. This is their go time.
All right.
They will be able to get...
Got
there
it.
It is.
Megas, though. Going to be unleashed here. And they still have about a minute before this Medusa comes back. This looks to be the final defense here for Not Today. I don't know how many times I felt like I've already had to say that, but here we go. To make the jump, meanwhile, Lasso. It's on an illusion. They can't get Ziz. Now Smash. He's going to get called, pulled back. Mystic Flare is there. Laguna, very weak, has to go right back into the base, but it's the throne being attacked. And it's Complexity who finally take game number 2. And my goodness, Not Today really make them sweat for it there. It looked like there was hope there for Not Today to make the comeback play, but it's just not quite there. And here we go, Ryu. Game 3 hype for the last match of Summit 3 America Qualifier. Woo! Crazy.
Yep, I have nothing else to say. Let's just go to the next game. Really well played.
I agree. I agree. We don't want to hold anyone off. Let's just get right into Game 3 action here, folks. It's Not Today Complexity, evening things up 1-1. I'm KotLGuy. That's RyuUboruZ. Beyond the Summit, bringing you the coverage here. We'll be right back for game number 3.